Let's bring in Florida attorney Brian Silber, knows Florida law very well, really can help us out here. So, Brian, let's start with this subpoena. What's the point of digging up Nicholas Imsberger's pharmacy, medical, and school records?
All right, here's the whole story on this. In every single case that walks into any courtroom in the United States of America, there's a thing called discovery. And discovery is nothing more than an opportunity to investigate the case, find out if the allegations are true, find out where there's a lack of evidence, a conflict in the evidence, maybe an affirmative defense. So there's nothing wrong about requesting these items. That said, the law is balanced. You're not allowed to go on just a random fishing expedition to, go into people's personal matters like their health records and just look for things willy-nilly. There has to be a reason. And in this case, there is a reason. The plaintiff has made it very clear that their theory of liability is based on this gentleman's history of alcoholism. So, of course, it's natural to want to investigate that. And I think they're on point. I think the defense is doing a good job with that.
Got it. Okay, so let's really help us out here with Florida law. It sounds simple that if you know someone has a drinking problem and you serve them, you're responsible. Here's the language in the lawsuit that Tiger knew or reasonably should have known that Imsberger was, and here's key language here, habitually addicted to the use of any or all alcoholic beverages and or was a habitual drunkard. So does it get that simple of what happened that day? Did you know he had a problem and did you serve him?
Well, first of all, we're talking about lawyers, so nothing is ever simple. Let's take simple out of the equation. But when a plaintiff comes forward and says the reason why this happened is because of a history of alcoholism, the defense has the right to investigate that. It's that simple. Now, where I think you do have a point is when it comes to mental health records, which have a special protection, and that requires a different procedure.
Got it. So what do you think this is going to come down to? Is it going to come down to the history that we're talking about that they're trying to dig up in the subpoenas, or is it going to really come down to what happened the day of the crash?
Honestly, it's too early to tell. These lawyers have to do their investigation. They have to find out if the claims are true. For instance, just because a person makes a claim that another person had an alcohol problem, that doesn't make it the truth. The lawyers need to investigate this. And then depending on what the evidence shows will depend on where each party sits, and that will be the determining factor.
Got it. Okay. Hey, Brian, good stuff. We appreciate you coming on. Brian Silber joining us there.